next up is we're gonna let Rob take this one. Everybody knows when I say it, it's a fun name because
Oh yeah,
I even spelled it phonetically. Princely Umanmielen. Whew. That's and listen, the two of us, I'm usually the one that is the harder names always because I tend to get them a little closer. But even I'm not so sure I pronounced that one correctly. Out of Ole Miss, played at Florida also from 20 to 23, so just a 1 year over at Ole Miss. 6'4", 255 pounds, 23 years old. Originally from Nigeria, went to high school over in Manor, Texas. Second team All SEC in 23. In 24, 12 games, 37 tackles, 14 tackles for loss, 10.5 sacks, one fumble recovered, which was for a touchdown, a forced fumble, and a 91.1 PFF grade. First team All SEC. This is a really intriguing kid.
Very.
Because you got good Ben. He's flexible. He's agile. He's athletic. He's a good tackler. He sets the edge against the run. Here's the issue with him. First off, is he's not very good with his hands. He's that guy that wins with athleticism and has gotten away with it. He's going to have to develop that in the NFL. That's fine. You hear that quite often. The biggest issue with him is I feel like he plays soft. Like you're a power move, a power position in this league when you come into the NFL as an edge rusher. There's certain things you have to be that strong, big guy. 255 pounds. Could you say he's a little undersized? Yeah, a little bit undersized. But we talked about a few people that are 240s. And you notice I didn't say they play soft. There's a difference in mentality. He's not that guy that you sit there and go, this guy plays aggressive. This guy plays with a chip on his shoulder. He needs to develop that chip. And I feel like this is the kid that if you could ever get him with the right coach, that's going to get the best out of him. You're going to get a hell of a player. If you don't, and you can't keep this kid engaged and interested in everything going on, keep him trying to play angry and try to figure out a way to get that anger on that football field to him, then he's never going to develop fully. I just feel like that's where he's at.
Yeah, he needs some more spunk, if you will.
Yeah. Like there's risk with this kid, but there's a potential for a good reward as well. I think he's going to be a third-round pick. I think third round, by the way, guys, is where I think you're going to see a ton of edge rushers. Like half the round is going to be like edge rushers, pretty much. If not, some are going to fall to day 3 and they're going to get a really good value. Because we're getting a lot of guys here in that range that are just really, good potential players there. And this is definitely one of them. Princely's going to be a kid. I'm telling you right now. You put him with the right coach, you got a player to get a really chance to get a really special player at round 3. And if you don't, you're going to get him as a backup pass rush situation kind of guy. You bring him in specifically on passing downs. That's it. But yeah, I think, like I said, decent player, comes with a risk, could be a steal in round 3.
He probably starts off the run, if you will, in that third round.
I think he's going to be one of the better ones there. But here's the problem you run into with this. And this is the problem with edge you run into in general. Edge is one of those things, actually the pass rusher in general, is, a position where it's, what do you think of this player and how does he fit your system? Are you running a 4-3? Are you running a 3-4? Do you need a bigger guy? Do you need more of a finesse guy? Like, what is your defense calling for? And that determines a lot of times which one of these guys they go with too. So it's not even which one you think is the best overall talent at that position. It's who merges the talent and your positional need. And that's why the only reason I'll say I don't know if he's the first one off that board in that run. But I do think he's a guy that has the chance to be that first guy off that board in that run. So, could be him.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please.